Okay, so note to self: don't fucking try to record when I have a drink. Tried to record earlier and kind of a little bit lit off of the little drink that I had. I was very scatterbrained, so I won't be doing that again. So I'm at the timeout market. Well, I'm right by the timeout market. I'm under the Brooklyn Bridge right now, so just out here chilling, enjoying myself. One of the points I wanted to talk about is everybody got like a dark side to them. The people have ways of suppressing the part of them that doesn't translate well in society. You never really see a person's true colors until you either in a relationship with them or you're living with them or when you get in certain situations, you know what I mean? And I guess you could say most people, like a person who's rich, if you go from poor to being rich, a lot of people say money changes people, but money don't change nobody. It just brings out a part of them that you never saw till they had money. People have shadow sides of their personality. Whether you want to admit it or not, you have a shadow side to yourself. There's a part of you that you don't show to society. Some people think that they are them 100% no matter who they're around. You might think that, but that's not 100% true as you would like to think. There are things that you're not conscious of that people will only see once they are a little bit closer to you than most people. People have a side of themselves that they don't want you to see. You got social media. A lot of people, obviously, on social media, they only portray the best parts of their life. You never see the bad parts. You don't have to put 100% of your business out there for everybody to see. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't take everything with face value. Take the self that people present to you with a grain of salt. There's always something beneath the surface. People never show you their true self 100% of the time. Especially when you like somebody, you obviously want to show them the best parts of you. And they never see the bad parts of you until you in too deep. It's good to be upfront and honest with people from the get-go about certain parts of you, or at least trying to be. It's hard to be like that. It's hard to fully express yourself around people that you don't know. Like me, for example, around my coworkers, I'm one way, or around people I don't know, I'm one way. When I'm around my friends, that's when I'm most likely my true self, because I love my friends, you know what I mean, and they love me and they accept me for who I am, and I feel more comfortable around them. But even from our friends, it's part of our dark sides that we don't show. And when I say dark side, it doesn't mean anything bad all the time. Like, you got a lot of people out here who got fucked up parts of their personality that obviously doesn't integrate well with society, and we look down on that shit. What I was saying earlier, you see a lot of people on social media who they don't portray their full life. They show you the good times, you know what I'm saying? The trips, the birthdays, everything that look good. They're not gonna show you when the lights get cut off. They're not gonna show you when they in a bad part of their relationship. They're not gonna show you the shit that doesn't look well, because they have to keep up an image. And anything that tarnishes that image, you're not gonna see it. You can't take everything for face value, take shit with a grain of salt. The people who try to portray themselves as the happiest are often the most miserable. I got a lot of this from a book I was reading, basically. It made a lot of sense, because if everybody acted their full self, the weird shit and all about them, society would be weird, you know what I mean? For example, you work in customer service, you know, outside of work, you probably cuss a lot, probably be fucking cussing people out. You don't take a lot of shit. But when you at work, you have to suppress that part of you that don't tolerate a lot of bullshit. When you at work, you have to take bullshit. You have to deal with your boss, the person that's writing your checks. Think of it like that. You're suppressing a part of yourself for the better, I guess you could say, because you got to get paid. You got to pay your goddamn bills. You know what I mean? In order to integrate with certain groups in society, we gotta suppress parts of ourselves. For the shit to run smooth, I guess that's cool. But like when you're dealing with people intimately and you got friendships and shit, you know what I mean, with these people, you have to, dig a little deeper, because there might be parts of them that they hide in that they don't want you to see. They might be hiding that part of themselves because they're trying to get something out of you. Maybe they, don't want you to judge them a certain way. They don't want you to look at them strange. Eventually, it does come out. There's always little hints here and there. Like I said earlier, parts of me you won't really see until I'm comfortable being around you, or there are parts of me you won't see until we in certain situations. When I'm fucking broke, shit, you won't see me at all often. Hell, I might be at the crib and shit. If you do come around me, then I might not be as fucking joyful or jolly. If I got money, then you might see me more often. The topic I'm trying to talk about, I'm not really doing it too much justice, but it was just on my mind. I felt like I had to talk about it. The main point I'm trying to get across with this message is just be aware of people and the multiple sides of the person that you are dealing with, whether it be a friend or whether you're in a relationship with them, or maybe a family member, anybody, really. Never truly know a person 100% until you've been around them long enough. That's why people get in relationships and they fall for somebody, and then the person they fell for, you end up realizing you only fell for a part of them. You didn't fall for the whole thing. I'm shy around people. I'm very shy. I don't really talk much, especially to new people. I operate better one-on-one with people. You'll hear a lot more from me when I'm talking to people one-on-one versus being in a group. Unless it's a group of my peers, my group of my friends, and I know everybody. Sometimes I close myself off a little bit too much. I'm learning to be a little more open. That's why I do shit like this, like recording in public and whatnot. It's just to be a little more open. But at the same time, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm talking to my goddamn self, to the camera. You know what I mean? I'm not really talking to anybody. But it still puts me in a space where it's baby steps. It's baby steps. Start talking, getting comfortable in front of people. The next step is actually maybe having other people on camera talking to them. That's not to say I don't know how to fucking start conversations or go up and talk to anybody. I might be at the bar or some shit. I end up having a random conversation with somebody I don't know. Now that happens more than anything else. Or I'll be on the damn train and I'm talking to somebody about something random that happens. And the thing is, I overthink a lot. I very much so overthink about shit, what I said, how I'm saying it. I think it's very bad to overthink. It's not bad to overthink. Let me take that back. It becomes a problem when it leaves you frozen. Overthinking can become a problem when it leaves you frozen in decision making and when it causes anxiety. If you leave in every conversation that you have with somebody thinking about everything about the conversation, did the person think I was weird? Did I say something wrong? Did I look stupid? Did I have something in my teeth? When you leave conversations thinking that, you get stuck on every fucking conversation and you just overthinking every fucking conversation you've had. You gotta just learn to let shit be what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I kind of strayed off from my topic of like the shadow side of people. Like I said, the whole gist of that was just to be aware. Don't take people for face value all the time, because you end up learning a lot about people in certain situations. And another thing I was thinking about is, and this is mostly towards men, one of the biggest weaknesses for men is sex. It really just is, like, flat out. When you got goals and you got shit you trying to get accomplished, you a busy person, you want to minimize distractions and wasting time, right? Sometimes that comes in the form of sex and dealing with women. For men, if you got your life together and whatnot and you got nothing but time and money to spend, hell, why not? Well, when you waking up every day and you got a purpose and you trying to achieve some shit and you got goals, you gotta focus on your goals, stack your bread, and go to the gym. Have some form of outlet. As men, we get weak. A horny man is a weak man. I just heard that recently. You gotta learn to control your hormones. A man should not be making important decisions when he's hungry or when he's horny. That just shouldn't be happening. We get in a lot of toxic relationships. A horny man can be controlled very easily. This ain't nothing I'm just saying. I'm speaking from experience. And you know what I'm saying? When you focused on something and you trying to get shit accomplished, when you get that itch and you need to scratch it, shit, go beat your meat. You better go somewhere and bust. It's not gonna hurt you. The best form of clarity is post-nut clarity. There have been many times I've been on the cusp of making a bad decision. I go choke the chicken real quick, and then I'm like, what the fuck was I finna do? Next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, let me take my ass to the gym. Let me go work out real quick. Let me go get this shit done. I said I was finna get done. I think a lot of men deal with that. You have to focus on the goals and minimize the distractions. You know what I mean? This is for males and females, but like I said, I'm a guy, so I have to speak to men. Don't waste your time and your money and your energy chasing women. If you're chasing goals, if you're just not doing shit with your life and you got everything figured out and you got all the money you need, and by all means, go have fun. I mean, if you're out here with a purpose and you're trying to chase your dreams and you're trying to accomplish goals, you have to minimize the distractions. I've said that a lot. And that includes staying away from women. They're gonna always be there. Just get your shit done first. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I'm not saying stay away from them entirely. It's okay to scratch that itch every now and then. The highest form of self-control for a man is ignoring that part of you. The highest form of discipline and self-control is not giving in to your sexual desires as a man. You have to control yourself at some point in your life. You know what I mean? Now, once you get everything, once you're on the right track, once you get shit done, have fun. I'm not saying totally for all your life, just stop fucking around. But the thing is, if you're in a space where you're not there yet, you got some shit you need to do and get accomplished, minimize your distractions. That's it. Minimize them. And like I said earlier, that could go for men and women. I'm pretty sure women have the same problem too. But women can get sex anytime they want. 9 times out of 10. It's men who out here chasing it. Women ain't gotta chase shit. Stop wasting your time. Stop spending your money and your time just for attention from a woman. As a man, just relax. Focus on your goals and shit. It's a lot out here to be done. Your distractions can also include friends and family, people around you and whatnot. Hell, video games. What's another distraction? Smoking, drinking. Bunch of distractions that you don't need in your life. That's taken away from your time. Because time is valuable. I've wasted a lot of fucking time in my life doing a lot of nothing, a lot of bullshit. I've wasted a lot of time chasing chicks. I've wasted a lot of time being around people that I don't need to be around, doing shit that I don't need to be doing. So if you find yourself around a lot of distractions and whatnot, try to clear your mind, go somewhere where there aren't any and get shit done. When I say go somewhere and get the shit done, I don't mean you gotta move or anything, unless you're able to. It's all about your mindset. If you're thinking the right way, you'll never be distracted. It won't matter what's going on. But for the people who are easily distracted, then it's different. You have to remove yourself remove the distractions. Either remove yourself or remove the distraction. One or the other has to happen for you to make progress. This video might get chopped down to be very short. I didn't really have shit to talk about, but I tried to kind of make something to talk about. I want to come better prepared next time, but hell, at least I got some good footage. At least I was able to get a good view. All this shit going on. As you can tell by now, I love water and bright lights. To wrap up this video, like I was saying earlier, take what you see about a person for a grain of salt. Dig a little deeper past their surface level, see who they really are before you get too involved with them. You have to take your time and see who a person really is before you end up getting too deep and end up hurting yourself or getting involved with people who might lead you astray in life. Try to integrate your unconscious with your conscious. I know that sounds crazy, it probably don't even make sense, but parts of you, I'm basically saying the parts of you that aren't readily available to society, try to integrate them into the person that you are in society so you can be more well-rounded, more authentic as a person. I wish I had more for this video, but I didn't really have a lot to talk about. It's a lot of jibber-jab, a lot of nonsense, probably not full, coherent thoughts, but whatever, right? For this video, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, get the scenery a little more, see the boats and shit. I always say this, but it might be more coming. I don't know. But if so, I will catch y'all in the next destination. If not, peace out.